Okay, what's good in the hood? This is a sketchbook number 4. Oh my god. And so, yeah, I finished it after a year. It's almost been a year. I started this on like a couple of days before or after Valentine's, so it's of last year, so it's almost been a year. This is my phone number. I don't want to leak that as I did in the last one. This is just a weird intro. It is Saturday, 3 days before Valentine's 2023. So, it was like the 11th. Camera's gonna die, so let's see if I can speed through this. Because the last one was 26 minutes long. So I don't want this to be 26 minutes long. So here's this weird intro. Blah 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 blah. Okay. I skipped one. I skipped a page. Boom! Okay, this is a cool page. This is a great start. This is probably like a really strong start. This is actually my bathroom, because I couldn't imagine another bathroom, so this is my bathroom. And okay, so throughout sophomore year, which is the year that majority of this book was made, I struggled with like so much mental health. So this is just mostly just mental health awareness. I love that shit. So here we are. This is I don't know what this means. I think this is like coping mechanisms and struggling with like bad coping mechanisms because he's like smoking or something, but I don't know. And then this is just a cute little scene. This couple's cuddling and they're on the bus and yada 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 yada. Here's a cool page. I like this page. Nothing behind it. And I tried to do this cool thing at the start of the sketchbook where like there would be a development of somebody like smoking. Like someone like starts off not smoking because he goes smoke. Nah. And then like slowly throughout the book he starts like getting... Okay, so... Oh my god. Okay. So I was brutally interrupted, but I'm charging the camera now. So hopefully it doesn't die on me. But as I was saying, I tried to make it so there's like a development of like peer pressure, and like you can slowly see this individual give in to the peer pressure. But I kind of gave up at the end, and my whole plan at the end was to have this big piece where it's not big, but like it was like supposed to be a good ending, and he's just like, well, not necessarily, whatever. It didn't work out. But here's this piece, so whatever. Okay. Oh my god. It's gonna die in the middle of me talking. Okay. I'm just gonna record this clip and then I'll let it charge and let it do its thing. Anyways, mental health is important. This is when I had my suicidal ideation was like severe. Or not severe, but it was pretty bad. And so... yeah, and I try to represent the different thoughts, because it's two people speaking, but it's the same guy. It's like an inner monologue, and one voice has ending punctuation, while the other voice doesn't. And I guess that's how you can differentiate the two. But yeah, I think you could definitely tell I go based off feel, because like the more abstract it gets, the more I guess I have to say, or the more I feel. You know, because this guy's definitely abstract, and you know, so I don't know, keep that in mind, I guess. But here's this. You're exhausted. I feel like the message is pretty straightforward, although it's not like abstract. It's pretty straightforward. It's in your face. So yeah, this is when I was in New York. I didn't finish it. I don't really want to finish it. It's whatever. So here, yeah, see, I'm trying to like build this idea of like smoking, but whatever. Over the brick wall. Here's the brick wall. Lack of appreciation. All you wanted to feel was loved. This came to me in a dream. There was a magical wizard and he told me this. I'm just kidding. But I thought it up on my own, and I was like, dang, that sounds really cool. I'm gonna make a drawing about that. So I did, and this is the... Okay, Halo Gangster. Shit died again. So, you know. And I was rewatching the video and I sniffled like a lot of times, so I'm sorry if I'm like replaying this and like I'm sniffling a lot. That's my bad. Anyways, camera died, and this is the one that we left off on. And I rewatched the last clip that I recorded before it died, and I said this thing about like abstraction and stuff. I think like something my friend said about my art was that it's like really subtle with meaning. So I guess I kind of disagree with like me having more to say when it comes to like abstraction, but I don't know. Like this isn't as abstract. It's more like I don't really know, but whatever. It's covering these two drawings that I made that I didn't really like, and it's just more mental health stuff. And oh, I forgot to say, there's like a multitude of ways I try to represent myself with throughout the book. So sometimes I'll do like skulls on a T-shirt. I did it here, skull on a T-shirt. But yeah, whatever. 4.2 is just 4:20. I thought it was funny, and it says to wake up, you're missing it all, and it points to the clock because time doesn't stop for anybody. I don't know if you could tell, but that's me. Yeah, baby. And then here's a black cat. I also tried representing myself with black cats. So if you see here, my phone just buzzed. Oh, somebody sent a meme to me. So if you see that, like, it says I'm sleepy, and then the cat says this is tiring. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't really know what this means either. I just came up with it because it sounded cool. And yeah. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Okay. Here's me also trying to build on my idea that failed. Your standards remove your authenticity. And then I think this is when I started building my hatred for like social expectations and social standards and stuff. So it's like kind of evident here. And then, dear Vincent, you smell of farts. Lift for surprise. And it's like a tape. And then if I lift it up, whoa, very sick. Here's this thing. This is when I started going to therapy, as you can see. And then, yeah, here's a little poem that I wrote. And then here's this little short rant that I wrote about an individual, but they're not really there anymore, so this is kind of irrelevant. But if you want to read it, there you go. You can read it. Have fun with that. I drew this in Spanish. Very boring. Actually, this isn't finished, but I don't really want to finish it. Here's some more blah stuff. He's naked. His dick is out. Here's this cool thing I drew, or made. It's a conversation between two people, and it's between this guy who's insecure and time's passing him by, and he keeps looking back and comparing the person he is tomorrow to the person he is yesterday. And he always looks back and never looks forward and tries to ground himself in the moment. And the person reassures him that he is still the same person that he always has been, and that everything's going to be okay. If you want, you could read it. It's whatever. Last night I dreamt. This is kind of like a filler page because the next page is my summer assignment for my AP art class, which was very, very farting hard. So this was actually my initial idea, but it didn't work out. So I just threw the idea out and I just kind of drew over it. Here's my little list of meanings and symbolism for the next page. So there's a crowd and mob of, the prompt was, what does power mean to you? And there's a crowd and mob of people. There's signs of addiction, like drugs, alcohol, shopping, and addiction to phones. Everything's in grayscale. Dialogue scaled small, like it's unnoticeable. You'll see what I mean in a bit. Materialism, social standards, controlled by money. And I said that essentially everyone is controlled by something in our lives. And so here it is. Here she is. This is probably like the best thing I had drawn at that time. I don't know. I worked really hard on it. I don't really like it because I can see all of this mistakes because they're like glaring at me. But it's whatever. So yeah, like the crowd and mob of people. If you read 1984, you would know about the 2 minutes of hate and how when the dude was in the 2 minutes of hate, he was trying to resist like the anger, or I think he was, but then he kind of just gave in because everyone else was just getting really angry. And so he was just like like following everybody else because like like he just did. So that's kind of the idea I had, where it's like you get kind of carried away when you're in a group of people and you kind of lose power for yourself. And it's the same thing with addiction. And I try to emphasize this feeling like losing power with like the small dialogue. All the people are the same color, like it's in grayscale, so you know what I mean. And yeah, everyone's controlled by something. That's what power means to me. This is more mental health stuff. Blah 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 blah. Here's me trying to build on the addiction thing. Blah 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 blah. We can lift this up. We can lift this up. We can lift this up. I can't make anything, but you can change. Haha. And here's some little writings. And this guy's talking to this guy. He's like, okay, so listen to this. He's like, what's up? And then here's the dialogue he says. He says, in my stomach exists this uncomfortable dread. I'm so tired over nothing. I'm worrying about something, and no one looks my way. I'm so exhausted. I don't know how to get rid of what exists inside of me. Not a clue in my mind. Tough times. Oh, here's this cool thing. I was bored in class, and I went on this whole, like, feminist dialogue. So I drew this gal, and the page was really bland beforehand, so to spice things up, I just threw a little pizzazz on the left, I threw a little pizzazz on the right, and here came the end of this page, or the final result. So here's the feminist dialogue, here's my artistic dialogue, and I'll read it out real quick. Oh, hip hip hooray. Another man's commentary of a woman in a man's world. Just what we needed. The beautiful stereotype of woman breaking social norms and wearing provocative, sexualizing, and dehumanizing clothes to remove the metal pillars that support the patriarchal system that runs rampant throughout our world. She's so badass. She's so cool. She's so representative of the weak, feeble-minded, and codependent species that is the female. You're a jerk for feeding the mouths of this corrupt system, you misogynist. And then I said, shut up. I think she looks fartin' awesome. The fartin' artist that drew her. And she does look awesome. But feminist is also right. We depict people, certain groups, in these ways. And yada 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 yada. Oh, here's the cat. It's like a game of I Spy. It's really sick. Oh, and then here's my commentary outside of the argument. The great joy about the argument on the previous page is that both sides are technically correct. The feminist Yip Yap does depict some issues with female representation in media. Rather than implementing female characters into well-written, depthy roles, it's filled with bad, forced movies or episodes that make it feel like it was put in for the diversity check. However, she is badass, her hair is cool, and her aura is awesome. Sometimes we'll be both sides, and that is okay. And then here's the cat. And here's this cool lady I drew. I think I just wanted to draw the hair like that. So it's like super, like one blob, and I thought it was cool. And here we get taken into the next page. There is hope. Boom. There's really nothing significant here, in my opinion. The only thing significant, I wish I could have depicted in a better way, but whatever, is right here, is this conversation, and it's like, wow, his hat is backwards, crazy guy. Imagine the stuff he went through to do something like that. Right, yeah. And then this guy's hat's backwards. And at the time, I had kind of thought of this like thing where it was like people who like struggle with stuff, like people who are like messed up in the head or whatever. I just kind of think like, oh, imagine the stuff that you have to go through to like end up like that. Or like imagine like what you've gone through. I don't know. That's what I thought about. But I wish I could have depicted it in a better way rather than stick men and hats being backwards or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. This is literally me. Oh, and here's Act 2, a break. I drew this when I was on my way to the Philippines on an airplane. Very cool. And here is a peso from the Philippines. I don't really like this page, actually. It's kind of ugly. The colors don't really go well together, and they just kind of clash. They don't really... they don't really harmonize. So yeah, here's a cool page. Fart all that poop. We breaking free. I'm a star. It's a pretty light page. you could see the mental health. Oh, you could see the mental health stuff coming through. It's a cool page. I like the perspective, and the feet, the dogs. Here's Act 3. Hello, my dearest viewer. Act 2, a break, ended shortly because that's probably the best way life could be represented. In short, here is Act 3. Reality, I guess. The world makes me angry. I hope life treats you with love and a gentle hand rather than a slap to a face, as I've experienced. Sincerely, Vincent Varela. I think I had the intention of making Act 2 a place where, like, oh, I can move forward from my experience with, like, bad mental health. And as I thought it was, like, getting better, it didn't, and I got, like, tugged back down into the depths of it all. And so I guess this is what this is. But I don't know. Oh, here's the cat again. I don't know. It's silly. Here's this corny dialogue. People run, man. Why, though? Wouldn't it be easier to face up your problems? Yeah, it would. Make it make sense, man. People are dumb. Well, you see the lines in the vinyl that indicates the songs? Yeah. Well, some people want to be the songs. 'Cause the song will start, then it will end. Only thing is that we don't have the lines to tell us when our songs end. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, hey, can you pass the blunt? Oh, yeah, my bad. Shut y'all corny asses up. I'm trying to sleep. Again, this is me trying to build on that peer pressure thing, but kind of failed in the end. And I don't really like this page. It's kind of bland. The message is kind of dorky and it's whatever. But hey, that's where I was at that time. This is an awesome page. I like it. I feel invisible. This fartin' sucks. It kind of reminds me of that one Kanye West album where it's literally called Yay, and it's like the mountain. And he's like, I'm bipolar. It feels amazing, or something like that. He says something like that. It's like the juxtaposition's like kind of cool. Oh, what's that movie called? Lost in Translation. This is I don't know if you watch that movie you recognize it, but there's like a shot in that film, and I saw it on Pinterest. I never watched the movie, but I drew them, and I got this pen recently, and I really wanted to use it. Here's this page I made, motivated by Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst by Kendrick Lamar. I think it's pretty cool. I don't really have a connection to it, which kind of disconnects me with the piece, even though it looks like it means a lot. It really doesn't to me, because my biggest motivation was, oh, I'm going to post this to Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. And that was it. And that's kind of my downfall with this piece. And that's kind of my downfall with, like, most pieces where, like, I make art for, like, the materialistic reason, or, like, the superficial reason, I guess, is that, like stuff like that. It kind of drags my art down, or it kind of drags it for me, at least. I mean, it's not a bad page. I like the subject, and, you know, I like these plants. Like, I think these are nice touches, and I felt like I meant nothing to you is like, oh, grabs you by the heart. May spring flowers bloom. Now, what's actually crazy about this is that, like, digitally, there's, like, I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to show this page, and, like, you'll be able to see the boldness of these letters, because these are bold as hell. But yeah, I think this angel is really cool. I like their hair, and I like this guy's hair too. Yeah, nothing much I guess I got to say about this. Oh, I don't really like this page. Oh, this is so ugly. I made this for an art project and art. Oh, I don't really like it. But here you can... Oh, no, wrong way. Here, you can enjoy it or whatever for the amount of time you want to, and then I'm going to move on. Okay. This is a cool page. I like the undertones. Well, like, I used yellow and purple, and you can kind of see it with this guy. Yellow and purple, and, like, the colors don't clash. Like, they're opposite colors. They're completely different colors. They're not even, like, in the same general... They're, like, they don't support each other in the color wheel either. Like, but it works, and, like, it kind of, like, they kind of harmonize together, and I like how it does that. I just like the colors on this page. Like, they really, like, come together really well. Come Together by the Beatles. My bad. Here's this page I kind of scrapped. I colored the guy terribly. So I just covered it. And I'll wear a crown that does not fit. Hi, I can't make anything, so here's this 3DS I sloppily drew so I can cover up the drawing I messed up under it. It's kind of a 3DS. What game am I playing? I'm playing, I don't know. She's just a woman. And here's this meerkat I drew because one of my friends recommended it to me. And, yeah, this is just to cover up another drawing. Womp womp. Oh, here's this cat. Oh my god, I love this drawing. This drawing is awesome. This drawing is so awesome. Okay. I drew it like this first time, and then I didn't finish it. It was just a sketch. And then I went to Big Bear. Something happened. And then I colored it. And after whatever happened, who knows? I wasn't really like into it, and I didn't really like it. But then like I like built on it, and like I added to it, and I put much more to it, and now it is what it is now. And this is a piece where I actually have like a good connection to it, because it's just about love and like how people share love and how people share the moments and how that builds on love. And I love the colors. I just love everything about it. It's a great piece. It's a great page, in my opinion. I like this page a lot. It's just sharing love. They're just sharing love. And my friend Junior, he was looking at it, he was like, I also think it's about like control. Whoa. 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 What the? I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. Why is my... But he's also like, it's about a control, because her hand is like, and his hand is like, oh, and they're like, and he's like scared. He's like, what the hell? Also, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but from an artistic standpoint, you just got to try and understand. Actually, no, I don't really want to say that. Here's a cool drawing I made. This is another good drawing I have. Your parents have the best idea for bonding by fighting in the car right after a family dinner. This leaves you by yourself in the back seat of the car. And despite the fact they don't include you, you feel like it's your fault. What do you think this is about? It's pretty obvious. It's in your face. I like that piece. I like this page as well. This page is awesome. Something happened at Big Bear. I don't know what it was. Just something. And I made this when that thing was happening. And a really cool little nitpicky artist thing that I really like about this drawing is that, okay, first of all, there's a lot of motion. There's a lot of movement, and that's really cool. But the cool thing about this is that, and like nobody will notice unless you like are super into art and you'll understand it or whatever. But I'm gonna explain it. So the arm here is primarily made of colors brown and like yellow, or like orange or whatever that is. And then like it kind of transitions and it becomes more brown and there's more yellow, but a little bit of purple. And it transitions into purple and blue. And it does it so gracefully. Not gracefully, it's kind of rough, but I think that's awesome because like brown and purple are like similar colors, and then like they transition, and I just think it's cool transitions. No one really is gonna care. Also, whenever I show people this drawing, people don't really notice this guy down here. This is his hand, this is the face, it's really white. And the yellow is blonde hair, and it's soaring, it's gliding as he falls. And yeah, it's just a lot of motion, so that's really it. Feel the rapid pace of your life flow away, for it is unforgiving. There's not much about this page. Actually, around the time of like most of these drawings, towards the end, like my mental health cleared up and like I'm feeling like much better. So I feel like you can kind of tell because my drawings are much more clear. And they're like much stronger. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I like this lady up here. She looks cool. And oh, I really wanted to make this drawing because I liked the idea of the fingerprints looking like that. But yeah. And then Here's this guy sleeping. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this page. It looks cool. And here's the end, and 2 pages left. Act 4, the end. 2023 was a hard year. This book most certainly displays that. I've experienced ups with some very, very steep downs. And as I wrap this book up soon and ease my mental health for 2024, I reflect on where I've been the past year. I'm glad I am doing much better. Thus, I hope you as a viewer find where you want to go, or if you already have, continue to enjoy yourself. Find love in the small things and listen to good music. Vincent Varela. And here are these people, sharing love, sharing the moment. Very epic, very cool. Wait, this looks super chaotic. I'm telling you, it's not. I thought it looked cool, and that's why I did the thing that I did. To an extent, this looks cool. To another extent, I was feeling something. But I'm okay now, so we don't have to really worry about it. But these are really layered. Like, this is like a bunch of papers colored and then like glued onto top of each other. Super layered. Super cool. And here's the final page. I don't really like final pages because like I feel like I have to do something really cool. But like my last one, oh my god, hold up. Like my last sketchbook, the final page was like so good, and like I ended it off in a bang, which is this. It was this. This is Death Note 3. Like, this is so cool, and like I was like, okay, I'm not gonna finish it because like I don't need to, and like that's the end. But here I am, and I was watching this punk documentary, and I thought it was really cool. So I guess that's why they're all screaming, because punk is like all about like anger and stuff, and like using punk as as an outlet. So yeah, that's kind of the idea here. But yeah, that's the end. This is my 2023 to a little bit of 2024, just expressed within the tiniest book ever. And yeah, this is what it looks like from the side. This is my Death Note 3 right here. Live, laugh, love. So yeah, there it is. The end. Nothing much else to say other than like love the small things, listen to good music, and yeah, have a good day.